Good Monday, makers. Welcome back to another episode of Maker Pipe Monday. We've got an extra special episode for you this week. These builds are amazing that were posted to the community, and I can't wait to go over them. We're doing something a little bit different, where we're not only going over community builds, but we're also picking from the reviews. Thank you, everyone, for submitting your reviews of Maker Pipe. We love hearing your feedback, and we're really honored that it's working for you, and it warms our heart. So thank you very much for writing reviews. We really appreciate it. Let's get into the build. The first one we have is this dog walking extension for Daryl G's kick bike. He's got this kick bike, and he's also got this beautiful dog, and it looks like a dog that needs a lot of walking. And he came up with a way so he could ride the kick bike, and then his dog could safely run next to it. And the way he did it, I think, is ingenious. He only uses two connectors right here, two T connectors, and he bolted one piece of conduit onto his bike. He pivots that off and then goes down, and then has a quick leash attachment here to hold on to his dog. So his dog is safe away from the wheels of the kick bike, and they can both have a great time. And I think California sun is what it looks like. I think Daryl and his dog are they're from California. So that looks like a great time. Daryl, thanks so much for sharing. Awesome build. I'm glad it worked out for you. The next one we have is by Julius, which is also in California. He had this project where he was filling in a wall out of concrete, and he needed a way to get from his mixer up here down to the wall on the bottom where he had the form where he's filling in the concrete. And this is really cool. He did that with Maker Pipe and made this structure out of Maker Pipe. He also included this, and he says, normally I use Maker Pipe for shelves, chairs, and wizard boxes. Not sure what wizard boxes are. Please let us know in the description what they are. But this time he made a cement chute. And check this out. He did a video for us as well. You can see he's got a lot of concrete in the back there that he's mixing. It comes down from the mixer, goes through into the other chute, and there is the form that he has it falling into. What an ingenious way to do this. And instead of building it all out of wood, he used Maker Pipe. There's the structure, and I'll pause it there so we can take a look at it. He used Maker Pipe to hold the mixing bin, the plastic mixing bin. And I think I recognize these from being ones you can purchase at Home Depot. And if you notice, he's got a hole cut in it that transfers from this chute to that chute. But check out how he did it. He did a top rung all the way across with 90s, and then he's got this support down a little bit that goes underneath the bin, two pipes that go underneath the bin, and then he's got 45s running across here to kind of brace the whole structure. And then, it made, I'm sure it saved a lot of work, and we're really grateful, Julius, that it helped you out. And thanks so much for sharing and showing us what you created. It's really cool. Next one we've got is a really big one. This build is from Dylan Boyd. And Dylan Boyd says it's the handyman's dream, which is a big compliment. Thanks so much. But what he did was he created a frame for a lightweight solar panel array. And he wanted a way where he could store this solar panel array in his garage, but then, like, say the power went out, he had to get some extra power. He was able to take it out, unfold it, and then angle it to get the ideal angle to the sun. And the way he did that, I think, is so fantastic, and we're going to look at that. But check it out. This is it folded away. He says it's around 45 pounds altogether, and then he can open up his garage, put it outside, and plug it in. So there are two things that he had to think about, as he explains, is angling it. He needed a way for the connectors to pivot around a pipe. And then also he needed some linear motion where, as if you can picture this panel laying down, this black connector here would slide down further on this pipe as you get more of a acute angle. So he had to work that out. And I think the way he did that was really smart. So he's using 1/2 inch EMT here. And what we do is our connectors are normally made for 3/4 inch EMT, but we have a adapter shim that's only 10 cents that sizes them down for 1/2 inch. So he's using that adapter shim in a couple places. Here's one. You can see this white plastic here. He's using it in a couple places where he needs a rigid connection on the 1/2 inch EMT. But then what he did when he needed a sliding or rotating joint was he took these conduit couplers, which are off-the-shelf items, normally meant to splice 2 pieces of conduit end to end. He removed the set screws and then put our connectors over that. And because it's 1/2 inch conduit, it fit really well. And he used that as a slider to get that linear motion and that adjustability for his rig. So you can see down here in this corner, these rotate around this horizontal pipe. And then also this slides up and down on that pipe, which is just such a cool solution and a definite hack that I love to see using off-the-shelf components. And what he also had to address was because this angle was changing of this pipe as the array slid up and down, he had to make that adjustable. And what he did was he took 2 pieces of 1/2 inch EMT, he crushed that and then ran a bolt through to tighten it down and give that adjustable angle. Great solution. We're also working on an adjustable angle connector that will help with this. We've had a lot of requests for that kind of thing. But this is a fantastic solution and really a neat build. I love seeing it. I love that it helped him tackle it. And thanks for sharing it. It was great seeing this. The next one is also fantastic and a big build that I want to cover. And this is by Reed. And Reed has an iCamper, which is a rooftop tent. And I'll show their website here. Shout outs to iCamper. And these are boxes that mount directly to the roof rack of your vehicle, and it folds out into a rooftop tent. Really cool. And what Reed, he needed a way to take it off of his car when he was done camping, and then store it in his garage. So his solution. And he emailed back and forth with me and sent me these pictures. So this is what he created. He created this wooden structure that allowed him to see. There's the iCamper on top of his vehicle, where he was able to move it onto this structure, and it was the same height pretty much as his roof. And then he'd wheel this into the garage, right? And then he had a suspension set up where he was able to lift this up into the ceiling of his garage and keep it out of the way for when he wasn't using. Yeah, there's the wooden thing that he made, and then there it is in its final position. So he emailed us and said, "Hey, I want to improve this. Don't really like the wooden structure. How would I build this out of conduit and maker pipe?" And I think he was on a forum or a Facebook group that they were talking about this. And I sent him back a model as what I thought might be a good solution to his problem, a good structure with maker pipe that would do the trick. And these are our mini modeling connectors and coffee stirrers. And it was a great way to kind of communicate what I thought would work. And there's 4 90s that make this top square, and then 4 90s that make a bottom rung, and that creates a pretty rigid structure. But to reinforce that, something that I've seen and used is making these angled braces from the top of one side to the bottom of the other, and doing that on all sides. So that's what I sent back to him, and he took that, placed it in order, and then check this out. This is what he built. He built that exact structure. He's got 4 90s on the bottom, 4 90s on the top. Used our caster kits to make it mobile. And then he did the crisscross braces to hold, over 100 pounds. And that's pretty high too. It's, roof rack high from his car. and that's how it came out. So Reed said he's pleased. It worked great, and he appreciated the help. So no, thank you, Reed. Thanks for sharing your project and how you solved it. And I'm glad it came out good and you were able to do it with MakerPipe. Thanks so much for sharing. And that's all we've got for this week. I hope you guys enjoyed the builds. I really did. And if you want to see more great builds like this, please consider subscribing to the channel. We've done 24 episodes of MakerPipe Monday where we review customer builds, and it's hard to believe it's been that many. But next episode, the 25th episode, we've got something special, something to do with tips and tricks and hacks. So please check out that one, and we'll see you next week. Take care.